Hello and welcome to BeamNG.Rally. So this time we'll be driving around the Legran. Now the Legran doesn't come with a rally version, so I gone in and just made myself one. That's why it's in this very flip-friendly color, going down in its first run and killing the engine by doing it and running way too far into the second corner. Now what this car has is the biggest engine, of course, and a supercharger, and second run doesn't run better because it flies way off and goes then off the cliff. And for the suspension, I've gone for the heavy duty suspension in the back. I think that's a very bad decision because this thing is just well, you will see it. It's the worst decision I've done. This car. Now, going down here, a little bit bouncy and just like way run wide and pancaking it, really pancaking it on the rock, just flat hit onto the rock. Really, it's actually quite good if you yourself fall from a high height and dissipate the energy on a high surface, aka that was a really smart idea from the car, if the car could think. And again, bouncing into the bridge and just hitting the inside again. This time again running far and making the slowest crash ever with 3 kilometers per hour. By the way, I've put in an air speeder because it's useful. Now this time we damaged the radiator in the canyon, but it still worked. The car, the back nearly tried to overtake. That's the general problem with this car. It's the back wants to overtake, and now it's basically broke the wheel and rolled itself on the banking, and then go for a slide. When I basically, with the camera by accident, made a perfect shot. It was really a perfect shot, except that the car was lying on the back. Except if you're a crashed car fetishist, you would like this. Now, second turn again, crashing on this inside rock, and then this time again running wide and just catching the car out, whirling it down the hill. Yeah, the car generally had this problem that it was very bouncy with back suspension, leading to the car basically, the back basically trying to overtake the front of the car. And it was another problem with the entry of the bridge, where there's a little bit of a bump, and that catches off the car into the right side in this case. And here it just bounced so much that the car goes for many rolls. It rolls and then just it starts stopping to ultra roll, but still rolls down the hill. Yeah, and ends up hugging a tree. Yeah, I mean, it has really rolly cars, so what should I expect from this car? Now, rolling off a rock, bringing the front suspension, but this will be the least problem when it pancakes itself on the floor itself down the canyon, or whatever you want to call this here. Now, the car still kept on rolling before it decided to do one on putting its wheels up. Again, running a little bit wide and damaging a little bit of the car. Something acceptable. Again, this thing just, you would expect the first two to catch off many cars, but second. Now this part is really nasty with this car. It's just, it bounces all over the place because it's really bouncy, and just bounces away and you lose control of it. Now, a problem that I haven't spoken about with this car, which mainly made this problem that you run wide into the second turn, just caught off the car. And this time it was like running way in a bad way out of the first corner and then catching jump bad. The problem is that this car actually, yes, I turned off ABS in this car, But when I put on the brakes, it's a front-wheel drive car, and the engine died when I braked. Now, I'm not good at braking, and on video games, a non-ABS car, but I don't expect the car to die on me. Now, again, the radiator was broke already, so showcasing the car isn't running wide, because the radiator is an indicator that I will kill something else soon. Now, I caught it before then, but now I destroyed both front wheels with a rock. Yes, killing the radiator means the car will die very, very soon. Now, going down this phase, again, radiator damaged. The back wants to overtake, going on a 180 degree, nearly a 90 degree angle to the wall, and just, well, driving into it and flipping. This time we have the second gear broken, so meaning second gear is useless, and then going for a perfect roll. Just, the car was still kind of working. Main problem with the car was that it didn't have the second gear, and it cost way too much time in front of the finish line. Now, again, first corner, this bump onto the bridge was vicious. Me trying to compensate for it, just running into a pillar. Not that idea. Again, going down to the bridge, this jump, and again trying to stabilize it and catching it with the wheel. Now this time I've got it wedged, just the back, avoiding hindering the car from falling off. Now going into the canyon, again a oversteer moment, driving the other side of a tree and then flipping it around. Not the way you want to drive down here. I mean, there are sure many ways to drive down here, but that's not the way it works. Really slowly going onto the bridge and getting a tire deflated. Now, it isn't exciting, it's just deflated tire. It's really usual. Nobody doesn't expect that I deflated tire. Now, again, the back wants to overtake and wins this battle. To briefly overtake the car, yeah, it's just like I spun the car out on the downward section. That's really the problem with this car, is that you sometimes kill the engine by driving and the back overtaking you, and this was another case of the back trying to overtake the front. Now, finally we've got the successful ride. The other problem that this car had, it lacks power, even with a stage 1 supercharger and the biggest engine that you can put in this freaking thing. It's still freaking slow. Okay, going to the second turn, the brakes were actually good, you got it very quickly stopped. Just the problem with, I don't know what was generally the problem, really coming up this hill, it was the problem with killing the engine all the time. I really need to ensure that the car didn't die, with the difference of 3 cars had gone before, which all were manual gearboxes as well, where this car is just like, I need to drive the first corner with clutch so I don't kill the car. Now here this is a very sideways way, and you could retry it, but I just decided, well, fuck it, I drive it, I will die anyway at some point, which wasn't the case. So going onto the straight, I did miss shift here. I should have gone for second gear, but just like, I think I was really fearing that I kill the second gear again. I don't know where it comes from that the second gear dies. Just on random. I mean, if you have a high rev number, you normally kill the engine, but in this case it kills the gearbox. Now, very calmly getting down the canyon at the moment, where we saw many times before, it's just like the car wants to not go in a straight line down here. Now, into the turn, it started thinking, yeah, well, it ran well, so now I want to mess around. Radiator again damaged, but we get this car down the hill. unexpectedly. Normally, if you damage it, you break something else very soon. Not because of the damage that the car gets, because yes, the engine runs out. And then finally finishing it, race. Now, yes, you will damage basically finish my thought. Yes, your engine will run hot and it would die at some point. But normally, you just throw the car at some point onto a rock. Now, going for some celebrated backward zones, because this car is a front-wheel drive car, which is quite surprising, but that's, I think, the main problem. So, the final time of the Legran in the custom Lichten Rally edition is 2 minutes 18 seconds and 11 milliseconds. Yeah, it's the slowest car on the track ever. Now it competes with 25 crashes before it got down here, and yeah, generally it was acceptable, easy to drive, but it had a problem that it had lack in power of getting up the hill. Then the problem that the engine sometimes dies when you brake. Then the bouncy nature, it was really bouncy car. That was the now problem. It really put a dent into the Legran. Yeah, it was a solid car. It's just like that were its main issues. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really appreciate it if you leave a like rating and comment, or if comment down below. Yeah. Look up for the next episode where we will be driving down something that's pre-made for really off-roading. Stay tuned.